First and foremost, what are you doing at CPAC?
Well, so I get to speak at Campaign for Liberty this evening. So I'm here to speak at 8:30 this evening. So looking forward to that. Grateful for the invitation.
Absolutely. So what's your story? I mean, you've been in New Mexico, and now what's on the docket for your future?
Well, so I've started a 501c4, which is an advocacy committee, of which I'm the honorary chairman, which allows me to raise money and speak out on the issues of the day. Which are first and foremost the economy, which is first and foremost spending that's taking place, deficits that we're running up, taxes that are looking to go up across the board, and the fact that to address these issues, really, we have to be looking to cut entitlements across the board: Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. These were promises that were made that should have never been made. But the day of reckoning is right now, and they've got to get addressed. And they're not getting addressed. They're not getting addressed. Everybody's biting at the edges, and they need to be taken on right now.
And you feel like you can do that?
Well, I think that's the issue of the day. Again, I'm the honorary chairman of a 501c4, so commenting on the issues of the day, that's what we need to have. We need to elect people that are going to take on these issues and not get reelected. And by that, I mean take this on, no regard for reelection, because these are really, really difficult issues that have to get addressed, and they've got to get addressed now. The notion that we're borrowing 43 cents out of every dollar to pay for retirement and health care for our aging population is insanity.
Obviously, you're very passionate about what's happening right now.
I think we all are, don't you?
I think we all are,
don't you
too.
think so?
The 10,000 people who are here in attendance, I'd say that's a lot of passion to pack into one hotel. But if there's one issue that you really need to put your foot down on, what would that be?
Spending. Spending has to be stopped, and again, entitlements have to be addressed, because that's the big ticket.
And talk to me about, I think there's a resurgence among Americans that they're starting to really wake up to the fact that government's kind of gotten away from us a little bit.
A little bit? Government's gotten away from us a little bit? Just a little bit? Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. No, I think it's gotten away from us in a really, really big way.
Talk to me about the grassroots effort. What are you seeing? What are you noticing?
I think people are really upset. I think people are really upset all across the country. And they want these problems addressed, and they want them addressed now. And I think that Republicans have as much to share in this as Democrats. We control the Congress, we control the presidency, and what did we do? We added a couple $1 trillion with prescription drug care benefit. And I think it would just be a mistake to look at Scott Brown's election as people looking to Republicans. I think people right now vote who's ever in and out. We want these problems addressed, and we want them addressed now. I think Republicans have shared in this whole notion of not as much of the sharing of this promises were made that could never have been kept when they were made. And now we're at the day of reckoning.
Do you ever see yourself as president?
Do I ever see myself as president?
So what's going on?
I am the honorary chairman of a 501c4, and as part of that, I can't express any desire whatsoever of running for any future office.
But you do run Ironman. That's pretty cool. Obviously, you know how to put in a lot of hard work and get it done. That says a lot. Not a lot of people can finish Ironman.
Well, I actually finished Ironman with my sunglasses. You know what that means, don't you?
No, I know. That you didn't lose them along the way.
Well, the sun was still shining when I finished.
Perfect. So I don't plan on that. I think it's going to be dark, and I'll be straggling in the last one.
Which is okay, by the way. There's nothing wrong with finishing Ironman in the dark.
Yeah.
Finishing in the light, you still have to have your sunglasses on.
I should shake your hand on that. In closing, what do you really feel about this year? What do you really hope for? What do you hope to see in 2020?
a recognition of these issues, and a resurgence of what this country is really about, which is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that fundamentally rests in a government that doesn't spend more money than it takes in. Founding Fathers, Constitution, look, this was a system that was never, politicians can't do wrong if they don't spend more money than what they take in. And here it is, we are 43 cents of every dollar that we're spending is borrowed, and this is insanity. And we've arrived at the point where we're third rate right now.
Well, it's a pretty scary statistic and a ratio as far as what's next to dollars. So, let's cross our fingers.
Well, let's do more than cross our fingers. Let's stomp our feet and scream for change.
That's great.